Alright, what's going on everyone? I just want to make this super quick, hopefully I don't ramble too much, but super quick video about the Magic Arena Mastery Pass. There always seems to be a lot of confusion about this, so I just want to clear something up, and that is, why do the Mastery Passes have different levels? I see like every single time a Mastery Pass is released, like every time a new set is released, it is called a Mastery Pass, right? Battle Pass, Mastery Pass. The Battle Pass is the free one, the Mastery Pass is the paid one, I don't know. But every time it's released, every time a new set is released, people are like, oh my god, why are the levels like this? And people are always outraged, right? They're outraged for opposite reasons. When Zendikar Rising was released, it was 130 levels, and people were like, oh my god, how is this so long? How am I ever going to finish this? This is too long. I can't believe you made the Mastery Pass this long. I will never be able to finish this. This is impossible. And then the Kaldheim Pass came out recently, whenever, and it was 80 levels, and people were like, oh my god, why is this so short? How there's no rewards, there's only 80 levels, I can't get as many rewards now, how dare you? So the reason the Mastery Passes are different levels is because the levels are tied to the link between sets. So on average, and again this is very on average, you get about one level per day, one battle pass level, one mastery level, whatever it's called. You get 500 XP from your daily quest. Now you don't have to do that every day. You can log in every 3 days and get 1,500 XP, and it is 500 XP even if you re-roll and get the 750 gold one. It's still 500 XP, so you get half a level per day on average. Even if you wait every 3 days and get 1500 every 3 days, whatever, you get 500 XP per day from that, and then you get 500 XP on average again from the weekly wins. You technically get 250 XP per level, and there's 15, you can do that 15 times, so that's roughly 500. There's 7 days in a week, so you get 2 per day basically, and then you get an extra one technically because there's 15, so you get 250 XP twice per day, 500 XP, and then at the end of the week you technically get an extra 250, so it's technically like 535 XP per day from the weekly wins. Again, on average you might blow through those the first day, the first 2 days, whatever, but over the course of a week you'll get 500 XP per day from weekly wins and 500 XP per day from daily quests. That results in 1 level per day on average, again on average, and that doesn't even count the daily wins. You get like 25 XP per daily win or something, but on average a level per day. So the time between Zendikar Rising and Kaldheim, Zendikar Rising released September 25th, Kaldheim released January 28th. That is 125 days, and there were 130 levels on the Zendikar Rising Mastery Pass. Now Kaldheim, on the other hand, released on January 28th, and Strixhaven releases on April 23rd. That's 85 days, and the Kaldheim Mastery Pass has 80 levels. So 125 days for Zendikar Rising between releases and 130 levels. There is 85 days for Kaldheim between releases, and there's 80 levels. Now from the Mastery Pass perspective, from the paid Mastery Pass, you generally get about the same value every time. They do change it a little bit from set to set, but that's not really based on the number of levels. So if you pay 3,400 gems, like I think the Zendikar Rising one was technically worth, if you like applied gem values to everything, it was 3,400 gems, and it was worth like 3,300 gems or something. It was technically worth 100 less gems. Yeah, again, that's like if you're calculating the gems worth of like the ICRs and stuff, which is kind of complicated, but that's about the value of the Zendikar Rising Mastery Pass, the paid pass, and that's also about the same value of the Kaldheim Pass. I haven't seen the actual calculations for that, but the value is about the same every time. It's just that if the time between releases is longer, then they just have to kind of like, stretch it out, right? So you get about the same value. You're going to get 3,400 gems worth of value out of your Mastery Pass regardless. It's just that technically, I guess, during Kaldheim, you're going to get a more concentrated, you're going to get like more stuff per level, sort of, just because they have to jam it into less time. Whereas with Zendikar Rising, you got the same value overall across the Mastery Pass, but they just had to stretch it out over, more days. So each individual level technically had a little bit less, just because, they had to stretch it out over 130 levels, but at the end of it, you got about the same value regardless. Now, from a free-to-play, from a non-paid, if you're not buying the Mastery Pass, technically you will get less Kaldheim boosters. And that's because with the free-to-play aspect of Magic Arena, you basically just get a booster pack every other day. I mean, technically it's tied to the Mastery Pass, the Mastery level, but like generally speaking, you're going to get one level per day, and you get a pack every other level, right? So you get a pack on level 1, you get a pack on level 3, you get a pack on level 5, or is it the other way? Is it 2, 4, 6, whatever? You get a pack, you get a free pack every other level. So you get a free pack every other day. Now, because there were 130 days of Zendikar Rising, and you're getting a pack every other day, technically you got way more Zendikar Rising packs, whereas with Kaldheim, you're still going to get a pack every other day, but because there's only 80 days between releases, you're actually going to get less. That's not because they're giving you less packs, it's just because they give you a pack every other day, and there's just less time. So with free-to-play, you just have to look at it like this. You're going to get a free pack every other day on average. Again, it's on average. You might blow through your weekly wins. You might get like 3 or 4 packs in the first couple days of a week, and then not get any for the rest, or you get a pack every 4 days for the rest of the week. But on average, you're going to get a pack every other day over the course of, weeks and months if you average it out. And if we're spending 4 months on a set, then technically you're going to get 4 months worth of that set. And if there's 3 months between set releases, then you're only going to get 3 months worth of packs from that set. Not because they're giving you less packs, because they're still giving you a pack every other day regardless. It's just that, there's less time. We're going to move on to the next set faster. We're going to move to Strixhaven faster. If Strixhaven was released a month later, then you'd get the same amount of packs in Kaldheim as you did in Zendikar Rising. It's just that because Strixhaven is coming sooner, you'll have less time to earn those Kaldheim packs before you start earning Strixhaven packs, because free to play, you're just getting a free pack every other day of whatever the current set is. So hopefully that helps you guys understand why Mastery Passes are different levels. It's just tied to the amount of time between sets. The more time between sets, the more levels in the Mastery Pass. The less time between sets, the less levels in the Mastery Pass. But generally speaking, for free to play, you're getting a pack every other day regardless. And if you're paying the 3,400 gems for the Mastery Pass, you're going to get that same amount of value. It's just going to vary how much they have to stretch it out. But at the end of the Mastery Pass, before we move on to the next one, you'll roughly get the same amount of value. Again, varying depending on how they change it between sets, because they do change it a lot, but that's how it works. So there's no reason to be outraged over the number of levels on a set. Now, if you want to be outraged about, if they reduce the value of the set, then fair. If they reduce the value of the Mastery Pass, if they take out all the gems, if they take out all the gold, they remove value, then sure, be mad about that. But the number of levels doesn't actually matter, because the levels are tied to the link between sets. That's all it means. When they reduce the number of levels, they aren't taking anything away from you. When they add levels, they're not giving you anything extra or making you work more to finish it. It's just there's more time between sets, so there's more levels, or there's less time between sets, so there's less levels. That's it. So hopefully that helps you guys understand, because I see a lot of confusion about that and a lot of outrage, and I think people are outraged at the number without really understanding it. So the number doesn't matter. The number of levels doesn't matter at all. So there you go, guys. Hopefully that's helpful. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.